Cordae, formerly YBN Cordae, is dropping his new album, The Crossroads, this Friday, this week. And he really has the potential to drop one of probably top 20 hip-hop albums this year. I know that's a big list, but if it goes really well, it's top 10 because we also just got the track list and we've gotten 4 singles, and this guy has been gearing up to drop a really great record for him, so today we're gonna talk about that. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So Cordae is someone that I haven't talked about in almost 2.5 years now, I guess, ever since he dropped his last album, From a Bird's Eye View, that I was also really hyped for, that commercially didn't do quite as well as I think fans and himself hoped for, because he did kind of have that hype phase with his, YBN affiliation, but then also his first solo album, The Lost Boy, which featured stuff like that Anderson .Paak track, R&P, but also other tracks that people just really liked. And we thought that his solo career would go way higher or be way more successful than it turned out to be up until this point. But I've always seen the potential in him. I've always liked him. I've always liked his style, the fact that he's still one of the guys that focuses a lot on the craft, on the lyrics, that kind of also has dialed it back a little bit from those YBN days now to more boom bap soul type of hip hop. And so he's dropping his new album, The Crossroads, this Friday, November 15th. And we've gotten the cover for it as well just 16 hours ago at the point of recording this, and with it also the track list. But before we talk about the track list, let's take a look at the singles that he's released so far for this track, because they're also quite amazing. We've gotten a Lil Wayne song, Saturday Mornings, a long time ago actually. I think this was in, July, August. I actually listened to this back when it dropped, but I didn't think much of it. I didn't even know that he was in the rollout of dropping a new album, but this song is amazing. I love this song. I spun it back a lot back when this dropped, and I think that, both of them coming together on this amazing instrumental, legendary instrumental, it just fits perfectly with, both of their styles. And then we've also gotten a Anderson .Paak feature on Summer Drop, which is, kind of a summer song, kind of a more chill song, but it's still, it still showcases both of their abilities. I also like that Anderson .Paak was worked well in that song, not just as a hook feature, whatever, but he actually starts out in the song, and I think that is pretty interesting. It's something that not a lot of artists allow their features to do. Then we've also gotten Mad as Fuck only a month ago, which a lot of people said wasn't the best single. It was kind of targeted to be more of a hit song, kind of has a catchy hook. I do like it. It's not my favorite though. We've also gotten just recently, last Friday, Syrup Sandwiches with Joey Badass, which is really slow. At first I thought, okay, where is this going? But it actually, if you listen to it more and more, I do think it is a great song. And I mean, those are 4 singles that we've gotten, each directly with a music video. I mean, that's also something not a lot of artists do. Immediately drop videos for your singles. That's amazing. That shows that you've been planning this entire thing for a longer time than just, oh, let's drop a single and then in 2 months the album. So that was pretty good. Also, we've gotten a trailer, The Crossroads, November 15th, which, doesn't really tell us a lot about it. Just The Crossroads starring Cordae, but it's still good. It's still good. And the things that I was thinking of when I first heard those singles was he's kind of like a young J. Cole, but at the same time, he's also the same guy that did that Answer track to 1985 in 2018, where he was dissing J. Cole. So it's a weird relationship, but from his style, from the way he's, kind of been going back to some of the instrumentals that are more boom bap influenced, soul influenced, also from his cadences, from the pockets he's using, from the flows he's using, he reminds me a little bit of J. Cole, even though I don't think his pen is as strong as J. Cole's by any means. I still think that's something that Cordae could work on. Sometimes you're just sitting there like, man, you got so much potential, Why waste it on some stupid bars? Anyway, let's take a look at the track list because that is really interesting. You might have seen this on Instagram or anywhere else, but this right here is a track list. It only dropped, as I said, today, the Crossroads, 16 tracks, 4 of which we already got as the singles, the ones that I talked about just now. So let's go through this. First track is called Intro, so likely, it's just gonna be an intro. Then we have 06 Dreamin' as the second track, which I guess means, 2006. Maybe that was a pretty remarkable year for him. Then we have Back on the Road with Lil Wayne. That is the second Lil Wayne feature that we have on this record, which is also pretty cool for Cordae to have two, Tunchi features on here. Is something that I didn't expect. He had Wayne on the other record, I believe, as well. But, just to have, him on here twice is great. Then we have Summer Drop with Anderson .Paak that I just talked about. Then we have Nothing's Promised, a track that we don't know. Then Mad as Fuck, the only single, no feature single that we've gotten. So, as I said, I do like it. It's just, it doesn't have as much replay value and as much character as the others have. Then we have All Alone. Then Never See It with Juicy J. And I mean, already Lil Wayne, Anderson .Paak, Juicy J. The next track, Pray with Ty Dolla $ign. That is also amazing. Then Don't Walk Away with Jordan Ward and Raven Lenae. I'm not familiar with their work as much. I mean, up until now, the features list is pretty packed. And from what we could tell from the singles, it's not like the features are just fillers. The features are worked into the songs pretty well. Then we have Saturday Mornings with Lil Wayne, the Lil Wayne single that we've gotten. Then we have No Bad News featuring Ye, and this is what people were mostly talking about when this track list came out. We actually have a Kanye West feature on here, and this is obviously pretty big because Kanye right now is working on Bully, has done the Vultures era, so it's really crazy to see a Ye feature on this Cordae album. So let's see how this all turns out because that's pretty interesting. Then we have Shay Afeni. I don't know what that means, completely educate me in the comments. Then What Really Matters, Serb Sandwiches with Joey Badass that we talked about, and Now You Know. So this track list is packed with features and amazing features, not just filler features like, I don't know, a Lil Baby verse or something. No hate to Lil Baby, but sometimes people just have his feature as like a second verse on their tracks, and you can just kind of go into the track and you know what you're expecting. But from these, especially from the Ye feature, we don't know what to expect at all. So I'm very excited for this record. As I said, could be one of the top albums this year if the quality of the songs is as good as the singles, is as good as most of the singles at least, and if the features that are promised on here actually come through with something special. And I wanted to give Cordae a little bit of light because, we haven't talked about him in such a long time, ever since his last record, but obviously his music is amazing, and I wanted to just talk about him and maybe get some of y'all that wouldn't have tuned in to tune into the record because as it looks like right now, it's going to be an amazing album. It's going to be a real amazing album. But I do want to know what y'all think about this. Were you excited about this new Cordae album? Did you know it was dropping? How do you think he got that Ye feature? That is also a very interesting thing that we have on here. Now, all your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.